Hey, Devon Digital here, and you might have a burning question for yourself. Should I upgrade from the Pixel 7 Pro to the Pixel 8 Pro? And I'm going to say yes, and I'm going to say no. I'm going to just say both, right? And I'm going to give you reasons why I would say yes and why I would say no. First of all, you're going to get the same great experience that you get on Pixels in general. So everything about these two phones, you will get the same exact experience as far as software kind of goes. And that's where I say yes and no, right? And the thing is that you're either going to love the curved display or you're going to love the flat display. You're going to love the slightly bigger battery in here, or you're going to be okay with the battery in here. Both of these phones, battery life to me has been pretty solid. It's an all-day phone for me. I'm not looking for like the craziest screen on time numbers when using these devices, so I could care less. I just want to take my phone off the charger and I don't want it to die before I get home. So if it does that, to me, any phone has great battery life if it can handle my usage until I get home. So, like I say, same great experience. Either phone doesn't feel faster than the next phone. They're just both speedy and all of that. You're gonna get the same great everything. I gotta fix the widgets over here because these widgets are supposed to be these widgets right here. But yeah, so it's gonna be just the same phone. Just no matter how you look at it, it's gonna be the same Pixel. So software wise, it's the same. So if that's something that's in your head, like, oh, I got to choose between that, don't worry about it. You're going to get the same great experience. So this is where I say pretty much no. I'm just going to get straight to the point. It's the camera, right? The camera on both of these are different. And I want to almost say mildly different, but not really, but really, right? One, you're going to get better video on the Pixel 8 Pro, hands down, way better video. Like no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Then you're gonna get better image quality. And I don't mean like as in this image quality is bad. Like literally, if you have a Pixel 7 Pro, your pixel quality is probably better than most flagships on the market, period. But the only thing that can top a Pixel image quality is another Pixel, at least in my situation, here in the US. So that's just what it is. So if you're going to go for the camera, then you're going to be totally fine. But if you're like a Power Pro user like myself who wants like maximum, quality control over your images and everything else, this is going to give it to you. This has Pro mode, even though I've seen people sideload Pro mode. So that is not even a reason to upgrade to this. If you want to be one of those people who sideload, because it's definitely possible. Don't ask me, Google it yourself, because I'm not dealing with that. That's the problem. That's the situation that you have to deal with. Anyways, with that being said, what I'm saying is that the camera is better up here, literally on the 8 Pro. Okay, and obviously it should be better. I mean, this is the older generation, newer generation, and you already know how it works. Each generation is supposed to get better. If it don't get better, we got problems. Anyways, you get your Pro mode, but you get 50 megapixel raw files on this one, and you don't. You just get regular raw files as bending at 12 up here, but you get 50 megapixel raw files up here, and they look incredible. I edit a lot of them, put them on my Twitter. People are blown away by it. It looks like a real camera type stuff. I mean, granted, I am a professional photographer, that my skill set kind of adds to that, but just somebody who's just enthusiast, who just love taking photos, this right here will get your foot into that door of being that person that you want to be. High res photos come out of this, and they do not come out of this. You're getting 12 megapixels versus 50 over here. And then you get pro controls where you can actually control your ISO, your shutter speed, your focus, your white balance, your shadows, and your brightness. All of that, you have control fully of taking your photo as if you had a DSLR camera or a mirrorless camera. Over here, you don't. You just get the option to shoot in RAW, and you get to edit in RAW. And that's about it. That's the limit that you get there. And that alone may be a reason for someone to want to upgrade. Now, if you are that guy who loves photos, who loves video, who wants to, use this phone to be creative, this is a better creative tool than this. But this can still get the job done in creating, without a doubt. So don't let that discourage you. Only if money isn't an issue, because this is $1,000 versus $900 right here. But obviously the Pixel 7 Pro can be had a lot cheaper now. And matter of fact, the Pixel 8 Pro, I have seen people selling this thing as far as $760, $780. So that sets the bar for sure that you might, if you don't have any of these and you're rocking the 6 Pro right now, then you need to just skip this and go straight to this, because the price of this right here is, you know, selling for $700-800 is really a steal. Period. It's just a steal. So I do encourage, like, if you really need but that really depends on you, because you might get this phone and you might be like this pro power level user and got some crazy apps that's draining your battery and doing all this stuff in the background. It may be like 110 degrees in your atmosphere, I mean your climate where you live at all the time, and you know your battery might be very bad compared to what I'm getting on any of these Pixels currently at this moment. They're both perfectly good for me, but that would be the only thing. And then the fingerprint reader, I want to say that it feels like it got upgraded. I don't know, they both still are pretty good, but you do get secure face unlock up here as well, and that's another reason that you may care about your banking apps and any, you know, security apps. You can use your face unlock up here, so that's something to consider as well. It's not really a big selling point to me as a big deal. I think for me the most is that I wanted a flat panel, I wanted a matte back, got tired of this gloss crap, and I did want pro controls and better, you know, raw files. So this year Google gave me everything that I wanted. Now it's other things that I want now, but I got that. I definitely want a matte bar. I'm tired of this bar up here being, you know, gloss metal or type whatever metal they got going on, but because it's fingerprints everywhere, and also like, so literally it can scratch pretty easily, but mines are pretty good because I take care of my phone, so I haven't really had any scratches on any of these. Of course, like the black bar on the Pixel 6 Pro is like flawless. It's just no problem, no scratches, no nothing up there. So, you know, it's a lot better, as well as them doing it on the Pixel as well. So these two phones right here feel really good because of the matte back and everything like that. So that would be like another big reason for you to want to probably upgrade. And then the last reason would be screen brightness. Now, I didn't really have a super big issue looking at, you know, in the sun, well, being in the sun with the Pixel 7 Pro brightness or anything like that. Obviously I can't show you peak brightness right now, but I can tell you right now, like, there is no issues looking at this device in the sun compared to this device right here. Like, literally no issues. The peak brightness is 2400 nits, and it sustains it for a good amount of time for you to do whatever it is that you need to do on your phone. I mean, if you're outside trying to play like a whole Call of Duty game, I don't think you're going to be able to do that or anything like that. But if you're out in the sun, which a lot of us don't use our phones out in the sun all day long, you'll be able to sustain that brightness long enough to do whatever it is that you need to do: texting, make a phone call, checking social media, emails, whatever like that. So yeah, those would be the reasons. Other than that, you know, I would say that you might be fine with your Pixel 7 Pro. I'm not trying to encourage anybody to upgrade because I know that, you know, things get expensive and stuff like that, but I just want to point out some reasons that I feel like it's worth the upgrade, at least for me, and yours may vary. But Tensor G3 and, you know, Tensor I guess 2, they kind of feel the same as far as performance wise. I do know that you do get a lot of the AI editing features in this one right here compared to this one right here that you don't get, and that, you know, that's pretty much because of, they say in the Tensor 3 G3, but if it's in the cloud, it definitely could come here. So it's probably going to come to these phones as a feature drop anyway, so you're not going to really miss out on those. So I wouldn't worry too much about the AI stuff. As you can see, I have the Magic Editor here, but once this loads up, whenever it decides to load up, I won't have the Magic Editor option, as you can see over here. So then over here I actually have it. So this Magic Editor is a lot better than the eraser that's up here. But in this situation right here, I think that both of them will do perfectly fine because the background is very simple. But complicated backgrounds, this goes up to the cloud, does this thing, comes back to you, and it's like boom. And this one over here is a lot faster. Let's see, go ahead, come on, let me get this erased. This one may finish before that one finishes over there, but it's going to erase the background. And you're gonna see, well, that one just finished, and it's gonna look really professional. Like they really did a really good job. And you can see, and now as you can see on this one right here, it looks like it was like a square here, and then this one, hold on, let me go ahead and save it so I can zoom in. So as you can see, it looks so much better, and that's the difference that you get, like when you're using the cloud versus like not using the cloud. And if you care about that feature as well, then that's something that you might want to do. So I'm going to try to see if I can, this is going to be the last thing I do. I'm going to go ahead and erase this as well. And I'm going to, boom, hit that. And then I'm going to erase this one. And of course, this one should finish first. All right, hold on. I'm gonna just see if I can hit. Oh, I didn't even get the hit erase up here. I should have probably already hit it. So as you can see, this is already done, but you can see the residue that is left behind right there. It doesn't really look good at all. It looks like you actually, you know, tried to erase something right there. So that's the difference between using the cloud and not using the cloud. But the cloud takes so long to process that people are saying that it's the G3 or whatever like that. But I don't want to say it's the G3. I just think that they just got to get better with the cloud. I mean, I could be totally wrong. I'm not trying to defend it. I really don't care. It doesn't bother me that it takes this long to do this process or whatever. I never felt like, oh my God, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. It's not that serious. It's really not that serious. But if I wanted to, I can just use, you know, the same magic regular eraser up here that's up here and stuff like that. So I'm going ahead and reset that because it's still an option for the regular magic eraser up here or whatever. So it's gonna do my suggestions real quick. So it said no suggestions because it's like, yo, your picture is perfect. And I'm like, yeah, I know it's perfect because I take good pictures, no cap. And then it's gonna do the same magic that it does over here, and it's gonna get rid of it. And it's gonna leave that imprint right there that you just don't want. So it's a lot faster if you're not using the cloud service. But I'd rather use the cloud service to be slower because it gives you a better, cleaner result in the end. So that is it, guys. That is the reasons to upgrade to the Pixel 8 Pro. And they may not be your reasons. But anyways, I will catch you in the next video. Peace.